Hi, fourth grade. Today we're going to continue our measurement unit and we are going to be looking for perimeter. Today you will find the general methods for finding perimeter and area of rectangles. We'll do the area lesson tomorrow. Today we're only going to focus on how to find perimeter. And we're going to look at if there's different ways and different methods to find the perimeter of a rectangle. So, what do you know about the word perimeter? We know that you learned this in third grade. It should be a bit of a review, and we're going to add some new knowledge to it this year. So what do you remember about that word perimeter? Actually, that word perimeter is made up of a prefix and a suffix. Can you guess what the prefix of the word is and what the suffix would be? If you're looking at perimeter, you would be right, because the word perimeter is a suffix, a prefix, and a suffix. The prefix peri means around, and the suffix meter means to measure. So we measure around. So perimeter is the measurement of the distance around the outside of a figure. So, and again, we're working with just rectangles this week, so I have 3 examples of rectangles here. And we are measuring the distance around each rectangle. Now, your key is going to be really important today. So that's why there's this bright pink arrow pointing at it. We need to pay attention to these. This symbol right here represents 1 centimeter. So for every one of these, from corner to here is 1 centimeter. From this dash to this dash is another centimeter, another centimeter. So that is the distance right there. We're measuring in centimeters today. Could be miles, could be feet, could be inches. Today we are measuring in centimeters. Now, anytime we're talking about the length of an object, we're going to use a small L. Anytime we're talking about the width of an object, the width of this object and this object, we're going to use a small lowercase w. To actually represent the word perimeter, we will use a capital letter P for perimeter. That's how we write it mathematically when we're talking about perimeter. So let's take a look at these 3 rectangles. Okay, and we need to find the perimeter of each of these rectangles. So let's start with X. Okay, now where do we start? Well, you have to decide where you're going to start, so you make sure you go the whole way around the rectangle. So I usually like to start in the bottom corner. It doesn't matter as long as you go the whole way around back to where you started. Now remember, boys and girls, we're not counting the dashes. We're counting the length to each dash. There's 1 centimeter right there. Here's a 2nd centimeter. Here's 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 8, 9, here's 10 centimeters, 11, 12, 13, 14 centimeters. So the distance around rectangle X is 14 centimeters. So again, we're measuring the length around. These dash marks just tell us where to stop at 1 centimeter, another centimeter. Here at the vertex, that's a 3rd centimeter. Okay, so this one is 14 centimeters. Now, what did we do? We counted them. That seems like the simplest thing to do, right? You just count. If you know that each one of these hash marks is 1 centimeter, then we just quickly count it around. Now, that's true. Very easy with a very simple rectangle like this and a small rectangle. Let's look at rectangle Y, and we're going to find out the perimeter, the measurement around rectangle Y. Again, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This one has a perimeter of 16 centimeters. Okay? Is there a better way instead of counting all those? I counted to 16. That's not that big of a deal, right? Counting to 16 shouldn't be that big of a deal. Once we start getting with larger rectangles and other shapes, it becomes much more complicated. So I'm wondering if we can come up with an easier way to figure out the perimeter of these rectangles. So we're going to use the key. It's going to help us here. Let's think. How can I make it easier on myself instead of counting every centimeter around rectangle Y? Are you thinking? What do we know about rectangles? Two pairs of parallel lines. We have that, and four right angles. So this length and this length are the same. So once I've counted this length, wouldn't I just double that for this side? And if I know this width is 2 centimeters, then this width is 2 centimeters. So I have two sides of 2, and I have two sides of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 2 6s and 2 2s. 2 6s are 12. 2 2s are 4. Add them together and you get 16. So let's take a look at that mathematically and how that would look. Okay? Based on that rectangle we had, we know that perimeter, we're going to use a capital P, is your length plus your width plus another length plus another width. Okay, so that's what we did. We added length plus width plus length plus width. And that's fine. That's a formula that you can use and guarantee if you add up correctly, you will get that right. So we can add length plus width plus length plus width. Now, let's think again about if we can shorten that up and make it even easier on ourselves. Let's go back to our rectangles and let's look at rectangle Z. All right, rectangle Z, still a rectangle, so I still have 2 equal sides here and 2 equal sides here. And I'm going to start in my bottom left corner. You can start in whatever corner you want to, and you can count every single distance, not hash mark, every single distance. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now doesn't that mean this side is also 5? So why am I counting that side again? So I have 2 5s, and this width is 1 centimeter, so is this width 1 centimeter. So I have 2 5s, 2 groups of 5, and 2 groups of 1. Let me think how a mathematician would write that. Perimeter would be 2 times that length plus 2 times that width. 2 lengths, right? And 2 widths. We have 2 lengths on a rectangle, and we have 2 widths. If length, we said, was 5, then we would say, instead of length, we would say 2 times 5. That's what rectangle Z was. And the 2 widths were just 1 centimeter. So that's 2 times 1. Let's go back. What's 2 times 5? 10 plus 2 times 1, 2 equals 12 centimeters. So, again, as 4th graders, you use the strategy that works best for you. I'm just telling you now that we are going to be doing more advanced things as you get older, and understanding the basics of perimeter is great, and using that counting method is fine. But if I know that this side is 5, this side is 5, 5 and 5 is 10, this side is 1, this side is 1, 1 and 1 is 2, these two sides are 10, these two sides equal 2, 10 plus 2 is 12. So, you're going to be working with some perimeter now. You're going to spend some time on a lesson on compass. Now, be very careful when you get onto compass for your lesson. Compass will have you measuring the perimeter of a rectangle. So I'll draw a rectangle here. And Compass is going to put a ruler on either side of your rectangle. So they'll show you a rectangle there. Oh, and I got that one just about right. That's pretty close to being 4 inches. Okay? So if this side is 4 inches, that means this side is also 4 inches. And we're using inches this time. We never know what that unit of measure will be. This way is 2 inches and 2 inches. So then the question is, how far around, what's the distance around this rectangle? What is 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2? Or the quicker way, 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12 inches. Now, that would be great if that's all you had to do. But I checked the compass lesson, and on your ruler, they're not going to do just whole numbers, they're going to do fractions. What if one of your rectangles, let's say this rectangle is 5 centimeters. That means up here it's also 5 centimeters. But this side is 3.5 centimeters. So this side is 3.5 centimeters. Ah, now we have to go back to our fraction skills. See, this is where by the end of 4th grade, you start incorporating all of your math skills to be used for solving problems. So, we just add the sides together. I don't think there's going to be too many of you who are going to want to say 5 plus 3.5 plus 5 plus 3.5. That's going to get very confusing, right? So we do know that we have 2 5s. So we know that we have 10 centimeters on one side. This 3.5 plus this 3.5. Do you remember how to add your fractions? Do you? 3.5 plus 3.5. Well, I have 1/2 plus 1/2. So I have one whole there. And I have 3 plus 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus the 2 1/2 is 7 centimeters. So my perimeter is 17 centimeters. So just be careful, because it's not going to be just whole numbers. And so if you think, well, I can't tell, they're going to give you half inches, half centimeters, whatever it is. So they're going to expect you to read that ruler correctly, and notice that it's showing a 1/2 of a 1/2 of an inch or a centimeter, and you need to add those together. Okay? So you're going to get on Compass, and you're going to do the lesson called Perimeter 2020. Okay? It's for the year 2020. So you can go to Compass now, click on Perimeter 2020, and be ready to add up the perimeter of each rectangle. Tomorrow we'll talk about area. All right, boys and girls, you can get to work.